later. It's the LeBron shade moment. It's the, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Del K Birds, and this is the Real Spiel. And this is the LeBron shade moment. Yes, this became a basketball station at the very beginning, and then it transmorphed into more. But at this moment, we're going to have to talk a little basketball because it is NBA playoffs. LeBron has exited the playoffs, and it is a LeBron shade moment. And the reason that I'm bringing up it is a LeBron shade moment, and I know the picture that I'm going to put up here, you're going to love it. You're absolutely going to love it. Is Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is Anthony Davis's and LeBron James's father. We just realized this. He has sunned them. He has sunned them and sent them home fishing early. That's right. LeBron has gone home fishing early because according to LeBron, it's just basketball. It's just basketball. It's just basketball. Yeah, he sunned them early. For those who do not know, Jamal Murray is from Canada. You're talking to an individual with a Canadian passport at this moment. And we rep the orange ball very hard up here in the 6th, and in Jamal's case, the 519. And there's a new king in town, and he ain't from Cleveland. He ain't from Cleveland. He don't play in LA. It's King Jamal. Because Jamal Murray dunked on LeBron James at least two times, which goes to show, it really goes to show two things really hard. It goes to show LeBron James should not be covering NBA point guards. Let's establish that. LeBron James should not be covering NBA point guards. And secondly, Darvin Ham, what are you doing? Darvin, I'm sorry, brother. I hope you have a shoe salesman license, or you know, a convenience store license, or any license that you require to go back to menial labor, because coaching NBA basketball, brother, it's not for you. I loved you in college. You were a high flyer. You were that guy, but you know, and you've got that deep voice and everything, and you sound really good, but you don't know what you're doing. And it's crazy because we are watching you draw up plays in the huddle, and LeBron and Anthony Davis are having their own timeout. It's clear that you guys are not on the same page, but the page that you definitely missed in the LeBron James is 40 years old book, you shouldn't be covering point guards. You shouldn't be covering point guards, bro. And, you know, let LeBron, absolutely, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that he's not Michael Jordan. It's not his fault. He was born from Gloria James, and we don't know that other guy. But it's not his fault. He's not Michael Jordan. It's not his fault. It isn't his fault. But how long are we going to keep propping up this fake GOAT conversation on an individual who is absolutely phenomenal physical specimen? Nothing can be said otherwise. He's an absolutely phenomenal physical specimen. But this is not bodybuilding. No, it's not. This is NBA basketball. And in the stratosphere, the rarefied air of elitism in NBA basketball, he is up there. But he does not sit on the throne. And the Game of Thrones has been decided a long time ago. I've got gray in my beard. Absolutely. The brothers who got gray in their beard absolutely know who the GOAT is. We know who the GOAT is. And his name is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And LeBron, it's not your fault you're not named him. And it's also not your fault. It's not your fault that you have had more top 75 players playing on your team than any other NBA superstar in history. Michael Jordan had one. His name was Scottie Pippen. One. Okay? It's not your fault that you have been given more help than anybody else and still have not been able to cross the threshold of more than, what, 3 rings? 3 rings? It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you are in the Dirk Nowitzki era. It's not your fault that you're in the Steph Curry era. It's not your fault that you are in the KD era. And now, it's not your fault that you're in the Jamal Murray era. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that in this particular deck of life, jokers trump kings. Oh, and I did that well. Didn't I do that good? Jokers trump kings in this particular deck of life. Jokers are wild, baby. Jokers are wild. And I know you're trying to hold on for Bronny. But I want to give you an analogy. I love LeVar Ball. I love him. I think he's an amazing father. I think he's an amazing husband. I think he's an amazing role model. I think he's an amazing businessman. He's an amazing diplomat and ambassador for the game of basketball and self-actualization of a black man standing up and making your own name. Love that guy. But he's been waiting on Jello to make it in the NBA. And I personally believe, I believe Jello is the best ball brother. I do. I know it takes away all my credibility, right? No, but if you look at the statistics, Jello, he has all the records. He's a pure scorer. He's a specialist, right? He's not a point guard like his brothers. He's a specialist. But I think he actually could have been the best one if somebody would have given him a chance, if he didn't do that China thing. Now, LeVar has been holding on for Jello to get into the NBA, to make his way in the NBA. It's just like you've been holding on to Bronny. And I'm going to let you know something. Bronny has about as much chances as Jello to make the NBA. Not talking about his medical condition, which is terrible. It's horrible that happened to that young man. Just taking away the medical condition, assuming that his heart is in 100% case, 100% is 100% in this case. And God bless you, Bronny. I really hope your heart is 100%. I hope you're physically capable of being the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. But even the best version of Bronny is not an NBA player. And it is unfair. It is unfair to utilize a spot on an NBA roster simply because this is LeBron's son, when there are so many deserving players all over the world that have been given by God and by hard work the it factor to be in the elite position to play NBA basketball. It is not fair to simply just write Bronny's name in. And LeBron, I know you're waiting to play with Bronny. And it's incredible that you actually have the capacity to wait that long for your son to grow up and to come and play with you. It is incredible. It would be a wonderful story, except for the fact that Bronny is not an NBA basketball player. So if you're waiting for Bronny, do us all a favor and just simply keep trying to be the AC Green of this era. Keep trying to extend your play. We're loving it. I mean, we're seeing new things. People are realizing that you got to spend money on yourself to keep yourself young. People are seeing what an athlete can actually do. And you're a fantastic athlete, LeBron. You're just not the best basketball player we have ever seen. That's all we're saying. You're one of the greatest. We're never going to take that away from you. But in this particular situation, where you're trying to be the GOAT, I just saw a very attractive man, beautiful hair, wonderful dress, and a full beard, and that just threw me off. Okay, it's Toronto. This is Toronto, and in full beard, wonderful hair, fantastic. I don't know who his hairdresser is. Commendable. But that she-male, he is a fantastic hairdresser, full beard. So, but in this way, LeBron, we just want to appreciate you, bro. I know I got distracted, but we want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate you. I don't want to be distracted by the fact that your personality is a little bit hard to deal with. The flopping, the complaining, the whining, the acting as a GM, the putting things around you, the declaration that you're the best player in the world, all those kind of things. And then the kind of, it's just basketball. We want to support you, LeBron. We really do. I wanted to support you. I was, some of you don't know, I was the president of the LeBron James fan club. Yes, I was. And let me tell you when I got off the wagon. I got off the wagon when LeBron had his best opportunity for a dynasty. His best opportunity for a dynasty was when Andrew Wiggins was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this knucklehead orchestrated the trade for Kevin Love, who came from the Minnesota Timberwolves and then broke down, as Kevin Love does. So LeBron didn't even have him. And LeBron could have been a champion that year if he would have kept Andrew Wiggins. And Andrew Wiggins, in his freshman year, in his rookie year, absolutely torched Cleveland every time he played them. Go check the videotape. Warner Wolf, let's check the videotape. Torched them. LeBron would have had a ring. He would have had back-to-back rings. Because he already had Kyrie, and he would have had Pippen. He would have had his Pippen. He went and got all kinds of other bums, and he got rid of Andrew Wiggins. That's when I got off the bandwagon, baby. That's when I got off the bandwagon. I couldn't do it. The disrespect of allowing yourself to come back to Cleveland when Dan Gilbert still on the website was cussing you. You allowed that disgrace, and then you went and tampered with my nephew. Yeah, he's from Canada too. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here today. To know that you've been sunned by a Canadian. It warms the cockles of my evil basketball heart to be able to say, LeBron, this is your shade moment. Let me go take a look and see what these Curry ended up winning a championship with Wiggins. There you go. Thank you for finishing my diatribe. Curry ended up getting the championship that Wiggins would have gotten in his rookie year with LeBron. Kyrie was injured and Kevin Love was injured in that rookie year of Andrew Wiggins' rookie year. LeBron needed a little bit of help, and he would have got over the hump, because that was early LeBron. LeBron was still a beast. LeBron Cleveland won, LeBron Miami, and LeBron Cleveland. Those are beast LeBrons. That LeBron was a crazy LeBron. That was a crazy LeBron James version. Not that this one isn't crazy too, but those were supercharged LeBron. And he would have definitely got over the hump if he had a little help. And you threw Andrew Wiggins under the bus, disenfranchised an entire country. Yeah, I got a couple of friends who still are LeBron James fans. I don't know, fanboys. I don't even understand them. I don't get them. Guys in Toronto, my good boy Tobias, I'm going to share this in the group, Tobias. You know I was going to call your name, Tobias. Imagine being a Canadian and still repping LeBron James after what he did to Andrew Wiggins. Tobias, T-Bone, I'm ashamed of you. I'm still going to play golf with you, bro. But I'm ashamed. We're still going to come play some hoops with me, okay? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because you're light-skinned. I don't know what it is. But that's just a bad move, bro. That's just a bad move. Rodney Spivey, cockeyed Rodney from Arizona, aka from Cleveland. He's a diehard LeBron James fan, but he's not a Canadian. But I gotta call this other guy, Wayne, Canadian, Wayne, Mr. Greenaway, diehard LeBron James fan, and whispers to me, he's like my Nicodemus. Because in social media, Wayne is the #1 LeBron James fan, and then secretly he comes to me and says, I really believe MJ is the GOAT. You gotta pick your battle here, buddy. But all in all, there's two things Toronto guys do not rep. Two things that we don't play with. Number one, we don't mess with LeBron James. We don't mess with LeBron James because he always kills the Raptors. So it's crazy to love LeBron for us. He always killed a Raptor. He's a Raptor killer. We did so much to we were so happy when this guy went to the West. Okay? We're ecstatic when LeBron got out of the flipping Eastern Conference. We were ecstatic because he killed us all the time. And that's number one. And number two, we don't rep Vince Carter because he didn't put us on the map. He sold us out. He faked an injury and got out of Dodge and went to New Jersey. We don't rep those things in Toronto. That's something you don't know unless you're from here. So for Toronto guys to rep LeBron, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. All right. That's my 15 minutes of LeBron James. This was your LeBron James shade moment. 15 minutes and 20 seconds. Let me get some questions. No GOATs in any sport have a losing finals record. Thank you, Mellow S. No GOAT in any sport has a losing finals record. Man, I thought I was in here by myself. LeBron has had the most trades in the history of the NBA, but still has the most. What I list? But still has. Nope, I lost it. The most losses. That's embarrassing. Mellow S again. Mellow S is dropping bombs here. Dropping bombs. To be fair, Raptors can't beat a super team. Sir. We have rings over here. I left mine upstairs. We have rings over here. Okay? We have rings over here. And I'll put it out there like this. We didn't need the boy. We didn't need that boy from the Clippers. I don't want to say his name because we don't really talk about his name. I don't really talk about his name. I would have kept DeRozan, and we still would have won a chip. We would have won a chip. Yeah, we still would have won a chip without him. I don't even say his name because he embarrassed us by coming here, winning a chip, and then leaving to do what with LA? That's what you get. He that shall not be named. We didn't need that boy to win a chip. Okay, we did the most load management with him. We took care of his body. We made sure that he was a great player. We gave him New Balance. New Balance gave him a countrywide. We said, listen, nothing cost you money in Toronto. You know we did that? We did that for who shall not be named. Every hotel in Toronto said, you stay here for free. Every restaurant in Toronto said, if you sign back he that shall not be named, you eat here for free. We gave him the key to the country. And he still took Bombers' money and went to the Clippers to play with Paul George to lose. Okay? Yeah, we don't suffer fools in Toronto. He that shall not be named, even though he has a ring, but we have rings here. But the super team, let me finish his sentence. Let me finish his, to be fair, the Raptors can't beat a super team. It's not like LeBron goes to a team and they stay stagnant. He makes a million trades to get the stars he wants. That is very true. That's very, very true. But we can beat a super team over here in Toronto because we've proven to do it. All right. Because who did we beat to get our championship? Right? Kevin Durant, Steph and Clay and Green. We beat them boys. That's a super team. When you put KD with a great Golden State Warriors team, that's called a super team. And we beat them for our chip. Just to let you know. We beat super teams. Okay, let's just keep going. Any sport, football, Messi, the best, has not lost in some finals. Your comment relevant to the NBA. Only relevant to the NBA. What? Any sport, football, Messi, the best. But I'm not sure what you're saying. I think you're trying to say that some of the best have lost in the finals, but not all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time. They have a losing record. Come on, you can't be the best ever and other people beat you. No, all the time. Other people can beat you sometime, not all the time. LeBron has never had a dynasty. He has never run a dynasty. Magic had a dynasty. Bird had a dynasty. Isaiah Thomas had a dynasty. Michael Jordan had a dynasty. Tim Duncan had a dynasty. LeBron never was the head of any dynasty in the NBA. Never. So, I'm saying LeBron had a super team if it wasn't fair to the Raptors. Of course. Yeah, he did. He had a super team. It wasn't fair. He had a super team. But to be honest with you, it was LeBron beating us. It was LeBron beating us. It really wasn't the other guys. It was him. It really was him. I can't take anything away from him. I said not to say this guy's name, LaMelo S. The name that shall not be mentioned should have stayed in Canada. He would have had a statue here by now. Jordan. Yep, Jordan beats super teams all the time. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, what did he do? You can't have more losses than wins. No one said you can't lose. Yeah, you can lose, but you can't have more losses than wins. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is supposed to be 15 minutes. It's 20. But, I love the basketball part. It's the playoffs. I'm going to do a lot of basketball stuff in the playoffs because that's just what it is. What is your take on who's going to win the championship? I really love what Minnesota is doing. I got to do something on Anthony Edwards, the love child of Michael Jordan. I got to do something on that guy. That kid's amazing. That kid's amazing. So I got to do something on him next. But God bless you. Thanks for hanging out with me. LeBron, this was your shade moment. Appreciate y'all. Keep commenting. This is Del K. Bridgen, the real spiel. We'll talk soon.